One of the most common questions a lot of individuals have when going through a divorce or family law matter is this one. When is my case done? Most individuals think a case is done the day the judge signs the judgment, right? So it could be a divorce decree, a paternity judgment, an adoption judgment, you name it. Most individuals think the day the judge signs, the case is done and over with and they can close their file. But the truth is, this is not the case. Okay. Judgments are not final for a certain length of time, even after a judge signs it. And this is going to vary by state, but in some states it's 30 days. In some states it could be a little longer, a little shorter. Check with a lawyer in your jurisdiction and they can give you the time frame. Okay. In some cases, parties file post-trial motions, and the post-trial motion could be a motion for new trial, a motion to amend the judgment, and various other types of post-trial motions. Okay. Until those motions are disposed of, the judgment is then not final. In other cases, parties could be denied their post-trial motion, and then they decide to appeal the case to the Court of Appeals. If a case gets appealed to the Court of Appeals, then it can take many months, sometimes longer than a year. Appellate processes are arduous with briefing and oral arguments, and then it takes a period of time for the court to enter a judgment after a case has been appealed. All right. Even in cases where there's not an appeal or there's no post-trial motion, there's oftentimes still wrap-up work that needs to be done. All right. So it could be that a qualified domestic relations order is needed in relation to a retirement account of some kind. It could be a situation where gift affidavits are needed to change title to vehicles. And in other cases, it could be that a quitclaim deed needs to be filed in order to change title to a residence. And there could be other type of wrap-up work as well after a divorce or family law matter that's needed. So look, while most individuals think a divorce or family law case ends the day the judgment is signed, the reality is this isn't true, right? There's oftentimes wrap-up work that needs to be done, or there's post-trial motions or appeals. And lastly, again, parties have to keep in mind, even after a judge signs a judgment, the judgment isn't final for a certain length of time. All right. So hopefully that answers your question. If this is a question you have in terms of when is my family law case done?